Okay, sounds great. Welcome, everyone. Sorry we were sidetracked with the AI agents. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Susan. Hi, Natasha. Hi, Vincels. How are you doing today?
Vin- Vincelis. Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Vincellus.
How are you
I
guys?
am doing very. I am so
It's
excited
am
for
I
today.
late coming on? What time did this start? I just got the
No, so
notification.
yeah, so we still have 4 minutes, so you're early,
Oh,
which is great.
okay, good.
Yeah.
I thought I was
Um,
missing something.
no, no, you're not. Who's here for the first time now, masterminds? Vincelis and Natasha. Okay. Debbie's been here, Wildia has been here, and Susan has been here. Yeah. Awesome. I'm truly, truly very excited for today. So let me give you an overview of how it runs. First, we're going to introduce ourselves, our businesses, get to know each other, and then we're going to delve into masterminding. And in masterminding, we're going to be talking about what's working right now in the market. And myself and Debbie went ahead of ourselves there because Debbie was on the last call and we talked about she's launching a new business with AI agents, and I have been doing this for about a year now, my AI company. So I was kind of following up on her to say, um, based on our last call, where did she get to with marketing? And so that was what you caught there. I was playing a demo of my AI agent taking a call. Okay. How's everyone feeling today? Feel free to unmute. What's the overriding feeling?
Good.
Good. Yes, good. Okay, so we have 2 minutes and then we are going to start. Um, when everyone joins and we start, I'm going to ask you to put in the chat your name, what you do, your website, and your contact details. At the end of the call, I'm going to put that into a directory and I'm going to give everyone access to that. That's how we'll all keep in touch. Hi, Chrissy.
Hey Joy, hey ladies.
Great to have you here. Um, Question for you. Based on the networking you've been doing before now, has it yielded any fruit for your business? Has it actually grown your business networking?
Not yet, but I'm gonna continue to because it's part of it is just the relationship building, and for the work that I do, it's mostly relationship trust driven.
Yeah. And when you attend networking events, how do you take it to the next level? Like after the networking, like do you book coffee chats with the people you feel like you could be referral partners with?
Yes, I try to do that. One-on-one conversations are really good for me.
Yes. Okay. Anybody else using networking?
For me, whenever I attend networking events, even we just had the Juneteenth event that were happening in different counties and what have you. It's just that next level, building trust. Um, it takes conversation and people to warm up to you and, to see you as just that trusting friend, then you can slide in the business aspect. So that takes time. And then I find that, 2 weeks is gone or a month is gone. And yeah.
Hmm.
That's the
Interesting.
question that I have for maybe experienced networkers is, um, how do you like what are some ways in which you nurture those relationships after that first one-on-one call? Because I try to do a variety of things, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just curious of what works for other people to keep the conversation going or keep the relationship going.
So I can go first. I personally keep a spreadsheet. And I keep a spreadsheet of people I feel like I made a connection with. And on my spreadsheet, I have the last contact date, the last time I checked in, and kind of an overview of the conversation. So that as the days turn into weeks, it turn into months, I have a system where I go just check in. So maybe after a month, I might just go and say, "Hi, Sarah, just wanted to say hello." Right? So it keeps the conversation going, and then I'm top of mind that way. So that's the way I keep track of my conversations. I use a spreadsheet, a Google spreadsheet. Anybody else? How do you, when you go out networking with people, how do you keep track?
I started using HubSpot because they have a free starter tier. So, and it has some features where you can connect it to your Gmail. So it'll pull in your contacts and like your last um, conversation or a meeting or whatever with them. So that's kind of nice. And I also had a spreadsheet like the one that you had as well too. Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I am currently playing around with is to use Claude to automate this. So connect Claude to your Gmail. And like you said, if you connect it with your hotspot, then automatically the AI can keep that conversation going and it will sound very natural, very human. So that's one way. Um, I've done AI agents in the past that do DMs that sound like humans. So it just keeps the conversations going. So there are multiple things you can try. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Jen. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Eve. So great to have you. Larissa is joining. Okay, so we're going to start with a quick round of introductions. So tell us your name, what you do, and how you help people. I love this round because someone actually told me in one of our sessions that coming to these meetings and practicing how she introduces herself is actually helping her get better. And I'm like, wow, that's true. Because if you weren't meeting anybody and you were working solo, like you wouldn't necessarily introduce yourself and say what you did. So this practice is very helpful. And also, when I send out the replay to my email list, they're gonna get access to your name, your social media, and I'm going to tell you when to drop it in the chat. So I always say as women who own businesses, we should always be ready to introduce ourselves because you never know who's in the room. You never know who's watching the replay on YouTube, right? You, some people have landed clients from them being on my YouTube channel. So which I'm really excited about, right? So introduce yourself, say what you do, and how people can reach out to you, maybe your website or your social media, the best way for people to contact you. For those who just joined, I'm going to ask you, after you introduce yourself, to put in the chat your name, what you do, and your contact links. So your social media, your website, all of those juicy bit. And also, if you have a lead magnet, drop it in the chat as well. After the meeting, I'm going to download the chat and put it in a directory, and that's what all of us are going to get access to. So as you make connections here, maybe you see somebody and you're like, oh, I think we can be referral partners, or I think we can collaborate, then that's the directory they would use. Another thing I want to encourage you to do is to do collabs. So if you use Instagram or even LinkedIn, you could do a collab with someone who you serve similar audiences with. So think about a career coach collaborating with a confidence coach, right? So they serve similar audiences, but they are not necessarily competing. Like this has worked for me tremendously in the past when I was active on Instagram. I'm no longer very active on Instagram. So I would go live with someone who served similar audiences as me. Both of us would give value, and then we have a call to action at the bottom. And that's how I grew my social media. So that's something to consider as you meet new people in the room today. Just think, oh, okay, we could collaborate, we could host a workshop together, etc. So I just want you to have that at the back of your mind. Okay, so gonna be a quick round of introductions, so less than a minute. I'm gonna give you an example of what it looks like. So I'm gonna say, hi, everybody. My name is Joy Rowland. I'm the founder of Next Level Women, and my mission is to help women elevate their income to the next level. My superpower is helping people overcome imposter syndrome so they can show up, sign more clients, and take their businesses to the next level. Best way you can reach me is on LinkedIn. Find me, Joy Rowland. Thank you. That's it. Okay. All right. So we're going to go around. As I can see your names on the screen, we have Debbie, then Wildia, then Natasha. Go ahead, Debbie.
Hi, my name's Debbie. I am in the process of launching a brand new AI generated marketing and business model. And it's going to be at this point geared towards small businesses, 50 employees or less, so that they don't get left behind in the marketing field once AI kicks in and your typical SEOs, your search engine optimizations are no longer working. As soon as the website's done and I have an email stuff, I'll be able to post that. I am being proactive in generating some ideas and just getting to know people and just trying again to practice introducing this.
Awesome. Wildia?
Hi, everyone. My name is Wildia. I am a project manager and I own an agency where we support purpose-driven founders with launching projects that have been stalled because they've been busy focusing on all of the revenue generating pieces of their businesses. So the community, the newsletter, the podcast, the book, all those things that don't directly generate immediate revenue, they just don't have time to get to them. We come in and we support with the entire life cycle management, and then we also support with delivery as well. The best way to reach me is through email, LinkedIn, or Instagram. I'm very responsive, and I'll drop them in the chat right after.
Awesome. Natasha and then Vincelis.
Hi, everyone. I'm Natasha Wilson, and I'm the founder of It's Engineered by NPW. And I help growing professional service businesses create reliable operational systems that protect their revenue from contract execution to invoicing. And you can find me on LinkedIn. My name is Natasha Wilson, comma, PH.D.
Awesome. Vincelis and then Chrissy.
Oh, me?
Oh, me
I'm
or
sorry. No, I'm sorry. My phone was going off at the time. Oh, okay. Hold on just a second. Let me hang that up. I'm sorry. As soon as you call my name, the phone went off. Okay, hi. I'm Vincelis. I'm an ambassador with Connect MD. It's not insurance, but it's a healthcare membership, and that offers health benefits. And we offer 24 access to physicians, free prescriptions, and you can add up to 7 people to your program with no cost. Excuse me. I'm also a funeral planner. That's what I say to my clients. And we help people save on funeral costs and help you pre-plan it. And I'm also a Mary Kay consultant. So I do a lot of networking for all. And again, that's connectmdagency.com/ my name, Vincelis, with the letter E at the end for my last name, Edwards.
Awesome. Chrissy and then Susan.
Is that for me? Can you hear me?
Yes, Chrissy.
Oh, hey, I'm Chrissy. I'm Chrissy Dixon, and I educate families and business owners on financial services that I offer and position individuals to be successful. So the amazing thing is that I don't make you eat beans and rice the whole year, but I work with what you got, and you'll be surprised on what you can do with what I offer. So I'm gonna drop my Instagram and the booking page that I use on the chat. I was trying to get it on the phone and then slide it there.
Awesome. I love beans and rice.
I love beans and rice, but I'm trying to say that you shouldn't be on a shoestring diet
No,
just
I know
to
what you
understand
mean.
money.
Yes, I know what you mean. So good. Thank you for being here.
Thank
Susan
you.
and then Eves W.
Hi, everyone. My name is Susan. I'm the owner of Monarch Matchmaking. My company is designed to help people have alternatives to online dating. So I do professional introductions and I have events in the Lancaster and surrounding areas in Pennsylvania. My website is monarchmatchmaking.com and you can find me on Instagram. I'm not on LinkedIn yet, but those are the platform I'm on is right now is Instagram.
Awesome. So good. Eves W, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right, and then Lynn.
What was that?
Okay,
Eves,
can you hear me?
I think she's trying to unmute. Eves W SW?
Yes, I'm trying to mute. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Eve Swan. I'm a beautician. I've been in business for 45 years, but I want to transition to being a coach. I have an echo on my side. Can somebody tell me how to get rid of that? Does anybody know how to get rid of this echo?
We don't have any
I'm
echo.
I'm gonna
Oh,
unmute people. Go ahead. I'm gonna unmute people who aren't speaking. I'm
oh,
gonna
okay.
mute them. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and so I want to start another business in coaching, life coaching. My ideal is to bring the natural queen out of the women that who have forgotten who they are. I wrote a book and I'm working on publishing that as well. So I wanted to join this group so that I can get some contacts and find out other ways to uh, promote my new business I want to do.
Awesome. You're in the right space. Great to have you here. Lynn and then Jen.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lynn White. I own a home healthcare agency in Maryland and DC. Um, in the process of launching a digital packet to provide a care and to provide support for families who taking care of seniors with Alzheimer's and dementia. You can find me on YouTube, I would say, and on TikTok. Those are where we have most of our followers and people reach out to us. And then on my website too, I'll put all that in the chat.
Awesome. Jen and then Larissa.
Hi, I'm Jen. I am here to do a little bit of getting to know all of you. And my business is strengthening families through helping moms show up powerfully for themselves and their family by doing some mindset work with them and making sure they know what powerful women they are. So I'm on Maher's Mindset Lab is the name of my company, and you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Maher's Mindset Lab, as well as the website is Maher's Mindset Lab. Thanks.
Awesome. Larissa, then Yolanda.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm Larissa. I own Elevated Branding, which is a promotional apparel and printing company, and a photography company where I do branding and headshots. I just joined this last minute because I'm going to start networking a little bit more. The business is running good. It's the social media and the marketing on the back end that I just don't get to. So I was just maybe there's some insight into how to run that. Other than that, yeah, just gonna start networking a little bit more for the businesses.
Awesome.
Yeah, I help businesses show up through photos and branding, and I've been doing it for 20 years for the photography. And the branding, I've been doing 10. Just started the business though on my own 4 months ago. So it's a lot that I'm doing right now. But it's just, yeah, getting some insight on more of the marketing where I don't have to handle it.
Awesome. Awesome. Yolanda and then Shannon.
Hi, my name is Yolanda Derby, and I'm the founder and CEO of J. Harris Consulting, LLC. And where we do with that is we create a new experience for professional development, training. We've all been in meetings, and it just go on and on and on. And so we wanted to find a way where you would not only retain the information, but you are excited about professional development, whatever the topic is. So we offer 5 specific topics: creative conflict, happy hearing, empowered expression, and oh wait, it just went out of my mind. It's another one, but because those are identified areas that organizations have found that people are not using their voice. They're quiet, they show up, but they're frustrated, they're angry, and that shows up in productivity, absence, absent employees, and that overall affects our lives. And so we give a voice, back to and kind of level the playing ground with them and us, and kind of move that line with administration and employees. We all come to show up, and we're supposed to be trying to find a common goal. So that's primarily what we do, is give the voice back to those who put in the hard work, just like the executives do, so that we can find we want to go, Motivated Monday. I knew it was something else. So we want to go back to work on Monday. That's kind of
Okay, awesome.
it.
Awesome. Great, great, great. So for those of you who just joined, we're doing a quick round of introduction. So tell us your name and what you do, and then we'll go into masterminding, because at the end of the day, we're here to grow our businesses. So Shannon, then Sasha, then Zoila.
Okay. So I am Shannon Brooks. I'm the owner of Brooks and Associates LLC, and under that, I am a financial services specialist. So what I do is I help people in 3 different areas of their lives. One is in the area of financial literacy. I'm also a life and health insurance agent, and I also help people with their credit. And I'm a big person that always going to say that what I do is I'm big on helping others to transform from being in poverty to helping them to cross that bridge over to prosperity. And then from there, now we all can be and become atmospheric transformers. So that's who I am, and that's what I do. And I can be found on LinkedIn under my name, Shannon Brooks. I know there's probably a lot of us, but if you just look for the one listed in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, you should be able to find me.
Awesome. I love that so much. And people keep moving on my screen, so hopefully is this Sasha next? Did I say
Yes,
Sasha
I
next?
think
Go
so.
ahead, Sasha.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Sasha Lalit, and I'm happy to meet everyone. I came to network and see some new faces. I always love supporting women in business. My business is called Meta Viable Solutions. It means higher perspective, sustainable solutions. So what I do is fractional COO and transformational consulting within businesses. So it's being an outsourced COO and the right hand to either the founder, CEO, or leadership to help them execute on their vision and bring the business to the next level. I also offer training and keynote speaking. And I co-authored a book, Striking Business Gold, with a fellow woman in business and lawyer. It's to help businesses build, scale, and profit for success. So I will put my information, and I look forward to linking with you. I also have a handmade jewelry business I started years ago. That's what taught me about business. It's called Sasha L Jewels. So I'll put that info too if anyone's into fashion and jewelry.
Awesome. Great to have you here. Zoila, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's good. Hi, glad to be here, everyone. So I wear a couple of 2 hats. I am a startup and I'm a self-storage investor. So I help people invest in self-storage facilities. And I also am about to launch a digital coloring book for kids. And so once, I have that all set up, I'll probably share it with you. But at this point, I'm probably just going to be sending just my basic information. Once I have a little more, I'll share it in the directory.
Okay, great. Is that everyone? Kenny's gone off my screen. Okay. Christina, go ahead.
Hi.
Yes.
Oh,
Kenny can go if she wants. They want first.
okay. Thanks. Morning, everyone. I'm in Canada, so it's fantastic to meet people in the US. I do have a bit of sore throat, so that's why I'm going often on the camera. Anyways, my name is Kenny. I've run and managed businesses over the years. I've been in the retail space, acquisition space, real estate, and a lot of businesses. So right now, I help established business owners identify why their business have stalled, why they aren't having new customers or clients. I help them figure out their offers, help them analyze their products, and also competitive analysis on the environment or wherever the business is situated, and also come up with strategic systems to help scale that business and double revenue. But I don't really like to promise double revenue. It has to do with the client's product. And yeah, so basically that's all I do. So helping established business owners grow their businesses. Thank you. And yeah, to say, I'm in Alberta, Canada. Thanks.
And do you have a website, or how can people reach out to you on social media?
Okay, I'll drop it in the chat
Okay,
soon. Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Christina, and then lastly, Rosa.
Thank you. Nice to meet everybody. My name is Christina Watson. I'm the founder and CEO of Bella Bling. We are um, creating a new category in orthopedic braces and recovery. So I don't know if you can see it. Instead of buying a black brace from CVS, we're doing all different so people can have fun with it, own their healing adventure. People treat you different, which is makes your whole journey better. There's actually a thing called neuroaesthetics. When you look better, you feel better, and you actually heal faster. So I want to help people heal faster and have more fun doing it and look better while they're doing it.
Awesome. And that looks really good on you too. Lastly, Rosa. Oh, Rosa has gone off the screen. Okay. All right, let's go into masterminding. And in this segment, we're going to learn
I
what's
turned
working
my
right.
camera off, but my volume should still be working. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to go because I've been on the whole time.
Sorry?
I said I've been on the call the whole time and I haven't been
Oh,
called, so
go ahead,
I'd like
Rosa.
to go. Yeah, thank you. Um, So my name is Rosa Cheeks, and I'm the founder of Rowland Consulting. I currently partner with local small business initiatives, like Area Chamber and other entities that are here to help small businesses move from stuck to scalability, similar to what Kenny does in Canada. So I also have a presence in the private sector as well. You can find me on LinkedIn under Rosa Cheeks. That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. And please remember to drop all your details in the chat. All of you who introduce yourself, your full name, what you do, who you help, your website, and your social media.
Excuse
Okay.
me for one moment. Uh, it's a pleasure to be with you today. My name is Mavis Vaughn, and I love what I do. What I do, I feel like I'm in the best business in the world because I help people get money. And I haven't met anybody yet that doesn't need money. So I will drop my information in the thread here, but I'm elated. I'm delighted to be here. And I hope that we can all connect and help one another.
Awesome. Yeah, I look forward to getting your details too, because I want more money too. I'm sure even Jeff Bezos wants more money. Even Elon Musk wants more money. It's crazy. Okay. Welcome everybody. Okay, so let's talk about the marketing that is working right now. And before we dive in, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to tell me your answer. Do you think marketing can be fun and exciting? Wildia is nodding yes.
Yes.
Sometimes.
If somebody else does it.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a thought I've been practicing, and it's really been working, and I've been finding evidence of how marketing can be fun. The process of creating clients can be fun. And I want to challenge you to make it fun for yourself, because that's when you're going to stick with it, and that's when you're going to get results. So for some reason, especially women, we think, oh my gosh, marketing is so difficult. This is what many women tell me. They say, I just wish someone can handle the marketing and I do the fulfillment, right? So um, I know that's the easy way out, but the person you become by figuring out how marketing works, your business is going to be a lot better when you become the business owner who finally figures out how to make marketing fun. Okay. So I want you to unmute and tell us the last client you've signed in your business, your last paid client, what marketing brought them into your business? What kind of marketing?
For me, it was my website. But I was working on, even though they say SEO is dead, I had been working with my team on SEO and didn't give up on it for like 2 years. And then finally I started seeing some more tracking. So SEO is not dead, guys, gals.
Yes, it is not dead. Thank you so much for sharing that. And actually, what's been working for me is answer engine optimization. So, because now most people are searching on ChatGPT, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna mute
I'm sorry.
people who aren't speaking. So I love that SEO is working for you, which is great. So the way I set mine up with ChatGPT, because ChatGPT can actually recommend clients to you, right? Because people are searching for stuff on ChatGPT. When I say ChatGPT, I'm including all answer engine as well. So after this call, go on your ChatGPT and say, so hopefully your ChatGPT knows who you are and what you do, right? So you would say, tell me what I need to do so you could recommend me when my target audience searches ChatGPT. And it will give you step by step what you need to do, particularly on your website. There's some things it will guide you on what to do on your website, how to describe yourself on your website, so that AI bots can crawl your website. So thank you so much, Sasha, for saying that. Anybody else? What marketing is working for you right now?
Mine is usually word of mouth. My clients like to hear, they'll tell somebody else, and I actually got 3 new clients in 1 month just because of that. So yeah.
Mine's would be the videos we post on TikTok and YouTube. That with dementia and Alzheimer's clients, like all of our videos are similar to what clients experience, but it's not our real clients because we can't post them. And that really has been extraordinary for us. That really actually kind of revamped our whole YouTube and TikTok channel because we didn't really had any followers within the past year. And we just did one video that went really crazy with thousands of comments, good and bad, of course, but that really like helped us in the process. And now we're at a point, I think TikTok seems to be our fastest growing platform. So as far as once we post a video, our viewers are kind of waiting for our videos, to comment, and they're constantly, like they would share our videos because we can tell when it's shared too. Our Instagram seems to be working, but it's a little slow. But for YouTube and TikTok, that seems to be helping us. So we feel that we are posting the right content and mainly the right video because they're all videos that you see on our TikTok. Not much content, but it's mainly videos. And those are the ones that's really, I think, attracting people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so powerful.
I'm a people person. I'm a people person, so I'm in the field most of all of mine. So I meet people every day, and I introduce the services and benefits that I offer for all three of the businesses I'm in.
Okay. So powerful. And on the point about making marketing fun, one way, and I want to second what Lynn said, one way that's really helped me as well is video. Research has shown that video is the fastest way to build trust, right? Because before someone spends money with you, they need to trust you. Okay. And depending on the price of your offer, that trust needs to be high. Okay, so if you sell high ticket, so feel free to type in the chat, what's the average price of your offer? Do you sell high ticket or mid ticket? What's your offer? How much is it to work with you? High ticket, Sasha says. Okay. So how many of you have heard something called Google's 7-11-4 rule? High ticket, 12-week program, 12,000. Yes. Okay. So it seems most of us sell high ticket, right? So 5K, 10K, 30K upwards. Okay. So I'm going to show you this. It's called Google's 7-11-4 rule. I'm going to actually pull that up so I can show you. So it's a research that is attributed to Google. And let me just share my screen. Okay, so it's called Google's 7-11-4 rule. And what this rule says is that for someone to be comfortable buying high ticket, they need 7 hours of engagement, 11 different touch points, and 4 locations for someone to be comfortable buying high ticket. I love this framework because when people tell me that they are posting reels on Instagram and not getting clients, I tell them, how many reels do you think you need to post to get to 7 hours of engagement? Okay, so I want you to understand that there is a buying cycle. And I'm going to actually drop the link to this article if you want to go read after this in the chat. People buy when they trust you, right? So let's mastermind together. How can we build trust for people to be comfortable spending thousands of dollars with us? Especially when they're strangers, right? How do we get people from strangers to becoming clients?
I think you have to like listen to what their needs are, and respect their time, you know? So like you said, sometimes there's multiple, I know I have to do multiple touch points and add on more meetings than I'd like to sometimes, but that's how they also get comfortable working with you. So
Mhm. Yes, I love that,
I
Sasha.
was
And the 11 touch points doesn't have to be one-on-one meetings, by the way. So the touch points could be a post, an email. So it could be multiple touch points that way, not like one-on-one needing your time with them. Okay. Go ahead, Miss Eves.
Oh, I was just going to say a consultation with them to find out what their needs are and if you can meet their needs, because you may not be able to service what they need. And I think when people feel heard, they feel like they can trust you.
Yeah, that's true. I
Absolutely.
also think another reason to it, I think people want you to understand what they are going through. And I think if you can really sell whatever you're selling, if you can make the person understand that you know what they are going through, then they would buy. So the more clients you have and the more you experience your clients, you as a business owner, you get to learn and understand what most of your clients' needs are. So because you get to understand and know what their needs are, when you get a new client, it makes it easier to sell because you're listening more to what they are saying. But when you do respond to them, your response is in a way where you get it. I know exactly what you need. And if you can sell people what they need, they're gonna buy. That's what it comes down to, I think. And it doesn't really matter what you're selling. You just need to let people know, I know that what I'm selling is going to help you. Why I know it's going to help you? Because I've done this with other clients. That's really the bottom line, I think, to anything we sell.
I totally agree. And on your point about when people feel like they've been heard, I think with the way AI is going and how ubiquitous AI is, people are valuing human connection a lot more than even
Yeah.
before AI. So if you are able to create a way that
Yeah.
someone feels like, oh my gosh, she understands me.
Yeah.
I feel like she knows me.
Yeah,
It speaks of
exactly.
that trust
Right,
faster.
like you speak their language, like when we help clients with Alzheimer's and dementia, I understand what they're going through because I've been in my client's home experiencing a dementia Alzheimer's client. So if you call me and you say, hey, we're looking for home care, my mom sometimes will forget to go to the bathroom, sometimes will forget to take the medication, sometimes she can get a little combative, she will ask the same questions. If you have been in those situations and understand it, then it does make it easier to sell because now this person you're talking to, it's trust in whatever you're saying to them. So I think people can really do that. I don't, whether you're selling makeup, but whether digital product, it doesn't matter. It's just making them feel that, hey, you can trust me. And when I give you service, it's going to work. So when we send a CNA to work, it's going to work because we know who we send in, know how to manage a client that might say, hey, Lynn, I haven't eaten for the day. We know how to respond to that, even if the client might ask 10 times throughout the day. So I think those little things really matter when we're selling services.
I'm just making notes and pointing,
Yeah,
I want to point out some of the things you just said. And I think that for people to know that they can trust you, they have to see you first of all, right?
yeah,
So to what we've been discussing about video, imagine if I went live on LinkedIn and I gave value and I described the problem. So let's say I'm
yeah,
solving a problem of weight loss, and
right,
I tell people, you might be feeling defeated. Maybe you've
yeah,
tried GLP-1, it isn't working, and you find yourself opening the fridge every single night, even if you promised yourself you weren't going to open the fridge.
right.
And I say that, and I say, this is
Yeah,
what was happening, and
yeah,
I can help you with that. So I do
yeah.
a video and I describe the problem. So
Hmm.
people watching that video be like, oh, she knows what I'm going through when I'm opening the
Exactly.
fridge, but I didn't
Yeah,
plan to open the fridge, right?
yep.
So, and that goes to what we said about building trust quickly.
Mm.
And I have so many stories about this I can share from doing a live and then
Yeah,
telling people I can help and then people booking calls.
exactly.
Also,
Yeah,
something you said, Lynn, I want to emphasize as well. You said believing that we can help people. That
yeah.
confidence in
You
the
have to
value
believe
we
you can
bring.
help this person,
Yeah.
even if you don't think you can, even if you don't think you have the aid. Sometimes we're not even sure if we have an aid to work with a client. But why would I tell a client I'm not sure? If your client says you're not sure about what you're providing, why would they spend money? So
Yeah.
even when you're not sure, you have to still sell positivity regardless. But then you need to be able to back that up 100%. So then you need to be on a hunt now, like a wolf. You're like, okay, I told this client that I'm going to provide A, B, and C in the next week. If you don't have that content, go into ChatGPT, create something, you figure it out. Because now you have to back up what you say you're going to deliver. So it's all about present the positivity even when you're not sure. Don't ever let your client think I'm not sure. Once they sense that, they're going to call someone else and they move along.
Yeah, I love that. But I also want to say, don't sell something you're not sure of, right? So
Right. If you're not
if
sure,
you're
too.
not
Yes.
sure, yeah, if you're not sure that your service can deliver the result, don't
Right.
pretend, don't lie, don't try to fake it
No,
until you make it. Do the work to believe in your service. I think
exactly.
that will come across more genuine when
Yeah.
you truly, truly believe that you can help people. So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can I
Anybody
add,
else? Yeah, go
when it
ahead, Sash.
just building on what you both said, I always say that business should be more relational than transactional. So not coming off so selly, right? Just like you said, you have to add value and people are still looking to feel connected in some way, whether it's
Right.
you
Hmm.
telling a story or how you've helped others. And sometimes, like you said, it's not me that can help. Even when I'm finished with a client, I still am like, that's a good way to keep a relation. They'll
Hmm.
send referrals to you, but also, I'm like, if you ever need anything else, just being resourceful to them and being able to point them to the right person, you know, in
Yeah.
the right direction, that also helps to build trust as well, you know?
Mhm.
So, and it shows you're not just about the sale.
Yeah, not about the sale. Yes, and I always say this because people ask me, how do I lead with value and not just come across like I'm being salesy? And the answer I always give is you have to drop the agenda to make a sale. Because when you have the agenda of you just want to sell people, you're just looking for a sale, people can sense that from afar off. So if you drop the agenda of closing a sale when you're speaking to somebody, and you come with the agenda of giving value, how can I help, how can I be of service?
Yeah.
Like I've been in networking events where I didn't even introduce myself and I just gave value. And people are like, how can we reach you? Give us your website. And I'm like, I'm not even trying to sell them, but because I just give value, they're like, oh, how can we reach out to you? So I
Yeah.
always say, think about giving lots of value ahead of time. And trust me, the money will come, the sales will come, clients will come.
Yeah, you're
So,
right. Just
so
educate your clients. It's your
yeah.
job to educate potential clients. Why would they hire you? Why would I potentially? So those are the questions you ask yourself. You have to educate your client of what you sell. Why would your client hire you? Why would you walk in to Walmart and buy shoes? And then why would you go into Versace and buy shoes? What about it makes a difference? So whatever you're selling, it's your job to educate that potential client, to give them enough knowledge to let them know you are going to hire me because of A, B, and C. So I think if we look at it in that kind of way too, it's my responsibility to educate what I'm selling. Because if I don't educate my client in what I'm selling, why would they buy it? That's another, you say that's another, you have to do that.
Yeah, so true. Anybody else wants to share how they landed their last client? What marketing strategy is working for you?
Mine's all done in person. Like I don't do anything that is back-ended like social media, which is crazy because I do photos for people and I give them a bunch of photos and I'm like, here, and this helps them with their social media and they have all these great photos. But it's like the back end where a lot of people, even including myself, struggle with time on continue, or even if they even want to do that, like so social media, like posting all the time and being present like on LinkedIn and all those things. Even myself, it's like with my other business, I meet with construction companies all the time. So it's like, I'm meeting with people in person. That's my strength. That's where like I know my business is. I know exactly how to help people. But then it's the back end, it gets a little overwhelming with the AI and all that kind of stuff right now. Whereas I don't want to be a social media expert. Like, I think it'd be fun and I actually really have fun when I do it, but it is very time consuming, so it's coming up with these solutions, not only for myself, but it's for my clients that they want an easy way to disperse all their social media, so it goes to all these, like all your uh, LinkedIn, like everything like that. So it's coming up with the best solutions after, they've gotten all this. That's I guess, like I'm good at in person and I get all my jobs because I've been doing it for so long and it's referral. I'm good at what I do. It's just the back end of trying to find an easy way for people to be seen online without having to do a whole bunch of work. Where they can
I
focus
love
on
it.
what it is that they do and they love, right?
Yeah, I love that. So then, like, how do you turn conversations into clients? Do you have a sales process?
Um, I'll reach out to clients, like lots of minor construction or big organizations. And so I can do everything from printing to their photography to their promotional items and stuff like that. And I've been doing it for so long that if they are struggling in any sort of way, that basically I can help them in all the areas, right? And once I do talk with them, it's like, I put together presentations of what's good in their industry. We can meet every 3 months, we can update their photos and do all that. And a lot of people, um, truth is, I've had my clients for so long, I've been working off the same network, and so I get referrals through that network. But now I'm kind of at the point where, reaching the younger generation, or maybe like, people that do look on social media and do stuff like that. That's where I'm kind of lacking, because it's like mine is just through people I know, right? And businesses that I've been dealing with for so long.
Okay. So
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 it's
it
kind of
seems like
finding like, uh, I don't have time to do the other stuff, but I know it's really important, you
yeah,
know?
but it seems like you serve clients like locally. Like, are you able
Yes.
to Oh, okay,
All
okay,
my
okay.
clients are local. Like
Oh,
all my businesses are businesses in my surrounding areas, that I actually go and visit. So not a lot of what I do is online. I mean, I'm suppose somebody could go on my website and order promotional products from me, but um my business and my is trying to help businesses with everything that they've got, and it's easy to do that if it's a business that's here. And I know when they have their marketing events, when they have their um, like new staff, or when they have all these things, right? So it's like I get to know the individual business, and then I'm just kind of on top of everything that they're doing within their business. So yeah, it's more um local, like
yeah.
all these businesses I know, and I probably drop in, like once a month or once every 2 weeks, So, um, but growing outside of that, where it could become a little bit more not so local, like online, or, that part of it. I'd like to do more of that. I just haven't had the time to do that, So
Yeah, awesome. So because your business is local, your marketing strategy will be different from what I think most of us have online businesses. How many people have online businesses? Okay. So, so if your business is local, the marketing strategy that work for you will be different from if you were able to serve people from all over the world.
yeah.
So I would recommend exploring your chamber of commerce, any business focused groups in your area, and using that kind of marketing strategy. And when you want to do like online ads, on like Meta, you can specify location, so you only target that location. So those are some of the marketing strategies I would recommend for a local business.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Anybody else? So let's talk about turning conversations into clients. What do you have a defined sales process to turn strangers into clients for those who have online businesses?
I just personally, I just think the best thing is to genuinely care about the people you connect with and take the time to find out what their aspirations, their goals, their dreams are. And then once you have that conversation, I believe you have what you need to show how what you're offering can benefit them. Because at the end of, and that's one of the things I love about the business that I'm in. We don't charge people upfront fees. A lot of times, when investors or entrepreneurs look to um, get money from a bank or wherever. They usually get hit sometimes with upfront fees. We don't do that. We actually take the time with our clients to find out what is your goal? What type of business do you want? What are your financial needs? How can we service you? We take the time to really build that relationship, and then we present avenues and ways that we can help them without these large upfront fees. As a matter of fact, we don't charge anything until we get them funds. So that's what makes my service so unique, is that I can actually help a client without charging them fees up front. And I think that's really, really that that's worth its weight in gold, because if you go sit down and talk to your banker, a lot of times, first of all, they decline a lot of businesses. And with our program, we have ways that we can help people, whether they got good credit, bad credit, or in between. So it's really unique. And I love the idea, because think about it. We're in an economy now where the economy says things are bad. Uh, the forecast doesn't look good. So when you link up with a company that can offer this type of service to help you fulfill that goal, that dream, that business, whatever it is, I think that's special all by itself.
Yeah, I love that. So I know you said you get to know people first, but how do you do that at scale, right? Because as business owners, you don't want to spend hours and hours on calls building relationships at scale, right? Especially if you really want to build a scalable business, right? So think of a way that you can build relationships at scale, allow people to understand what you offer, and then let people raise their hand to say, I want to take it to the next level. So that being said, do you, so, and this is open to everyone, hopefully you have email marketing. How many of us have email marketing and we use email marketing consistently every week? No? Okay.
I stopped doing it. It just was very intense. I know it's one of the best ways to stay connected, but I felt like it was going more to my colleagues, and I wanted it to go more directly to also consumers. So what I did is I repurposed my blog on my website, and we started posting the content as a newsletter in LinkedIn. So then that gets sent as an email. So, we have something going out. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, it makes a lot of sense.
Under your company page in LinkedIn, you can set up a newsletter. I realized I
Yeah.
was getting them from colleagues, so we just post, my blog article, and then we'll put a little caption. So that way, at least you're coming, into people's inboxes.
Yeah. Okay. I love that, Sasha. But what I was referring to is building relationships at scale. So building one-on-one relationships with your prospects. So the leads that come into your business, building relationships with them at scale using email. So it's that's why I refer to as email marketing. So, and this is, you can automate this, right? So, think of people finding you and downloading your lead magnet. How many of you have lead magnets or freebies? Okay. So, once someone downloads your lead magnet, they get into your world, and the email is where you nurture that relationship. Okay. And how you nurture that relationship is, as soon as you give them the lead magnet, you then introduce yourself, humanize yourself. That's what I call it. Let them know who you are, why you do what you do, and then invite them to respond back to you via email. That's how you build a relationship via email. And after that nurture sequence runs out, so it's all automated, then you email your list. I recommend 3 times a week.
Is there a service that I guess when it comes to emails and setting up like the systems and the social media and stuff like that, that is just ongoing. Is there one that you would use that you could recommend that doesn't take you doing it yourself?
Well, I use Go High Level. You can automate posts in Go High Level. You can schedule your posts months ahead of time in Go High Level. However, for the email 3 times a week, I recommend you write that yourself, obviously with the help of AI, right? The goal of the 3 times a week email is for people to get to know you. Remember, this is a relationship business. So the email you send out to your email list is not a newsletter, right? It's not like um a blast like we get from like Walmart or any of those other companies we are subscribed to. This is personalized. And when I say personalized, because essentially for someone to be on your email list, they are looking for a solution to a problem. So let's go back to weight loss, because I feel like we can all relate in some way to weight loss. When someone joins your email list and you're a weight loss coach, the 3 times a week email you're sending to them is emails that will really help them. So you're going to be sharing stories, you're going to be sharing valuable tips that can help them on their weight loss journey, because essentially you want them to feel like, oh my gosh, Larissa understands me. Larissa understands the journey of losing weight as a woman in menopause, for example. So that's the goal of the email marketing. And I want to encourage you, if you are not using email marketing yet in your business, I want to encourage you to please consider email marketing, because you do not own social media. Facebook can shut down your account tomorrow. LinkedIn can shut down your account tomorrow. You want to take people from social media into your email list because you own your email list. For example, if I launched a new program, right now my email list is 960 people. I email my email list and guaranteed a certain percentage will buy that offer. Why? Because I've nurtured my list. Because the money is in the list. You own that list. So I want to
I think
encourage you, especially if you want to, if this is a business you want to run for many, many years to come to like reach your money goals. I want to encourage you to start building an email list. Somebody was going to speak.
Oh, that was just me. I was just saying people that do send out emails, I think they should do it once a month and not more than that. Like I get bombarded with emails. And it's like I'm so busy in my business that I honestly, I don't even know what they're talking about. I'm like, delete, 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 delete. I delete everything, because I'm like, sometimes it's nice to listen to it when it's like on a downtime, you read it and you're like, hey, that's great. But, if it's too much and I've got so many people, whether it's they gotten into my inbox about social media or coaching or photography or whatever it is, it's way too much. And I don't even read any of them. Like, I am constantly deleting them, so I do think it's important, even if I was to talk about what's great in construction, what are promo items to use in construction, and maybe that's the heading line. My problem is most of the people I'm dealing with are business owners, and they don't have time for that either. They barely have time to meet me, like, for like a quick meeting, right? So I do understand it's important, and I do think that the social media is important, and all of that's important. And you're right. I think the videos, because I can get probably pulled in by somebody talking a video more than I can an email, right? Um, and I guess it's timing too, right? When these videos go out, because most of the time people in their busy day-to-days are not looking at this stuff, you know. So it's trying to figure out when to post those and when to, um, I do think the videos are great, like the
Yeah.
in-person videos, but I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's not
So
important. I'm just
Well,
saying I'm one of those people that are like, delete everything. But
I don't know where the
yeah, I
hands
love
are.
that, Larissa. So that's your experience. But in my experience, the people on my email list generally are looking forward to my emails. So
Yeah.
when someone joins your email list and they really want to solve the problem you help them solve, they're going to look forward to your emails. And I have a typical example of this. One of my current clients, her name is Kimberly Gucci. You can go check her out. She told me that in her Gmail, she has over 2,400 unread emails. But that whenever my email would come in, she would actually go look for my name to read my emails. Okay. So if your people join your email list and you solve a problem that is high on their list of problems to solve, they're gonna read your emails. And I don't just want to reveal client details out. I showed you my CRM of actually I actually did a screenshot to show you. I woke up one morning in my CRM Go Eye level, I had 49 emails, new emails overnight from people on my email list emailing me directly. So I want to encourage you, especially if you have an online business and if you sell high ticket, because this is high ticket sales. I'm talking 10K sales, 20K sales, right? You want predictable business. You want your business to be predictable. Go ahead, Susan. And then Chrissy and then Sasha.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I agree with her on a certain level because I too delete emails. But I think it's specific to like if you're business to business, that might not work, the email marketing. But if you're trying to get clients, I think the email marketing will work because eventually even though I get a lot, I don't delete them all because eventually I will go back and read it. And sometimes the subject line is just catchy enough that makes me want to say, hey, I've seen these emails come in for weeks now. Let me see what they're talking about. And it's just a matter of just being consistent. And I understand nobody wants to be bombarded with emails, but I do believe that it does work. It may not be beneficial business to business because business owners are not sitting around checking emails. So you might find a different method or a better method that works. Um, but that was just my little 2 cents.
I love that so much. I love that so much. And very quickly, I found the screenshot. I actually did a screenshot and I kind of removed people's names. So I'm not revealing people's names. So this is my CRM, right? This is go high level. See, 49 unread emails. So I personally now invest over a third of my day in my CRM. And that's how I'm closing clients. I'm closing 10K clients paid in full without a discovery call, right? That's because I've nurtured my email list. I don't just sell people every time I email them. I send them value, and that's how I'm nurturing at scale. Okay. Go ahead, Chrissy, and then Sasha.
Thank you. I guess it's also just a comment. Thank you for letting us know. For me, my weak points are knowing a system or an app that works because, as I said, I offer complimentary financial services. So I'm not charging upfront. I present the value. So usually when I see like a mom with kids, my heart is goes to the kid like, oh, I could help this kid have, go to college without taking up student loans. Like I know how to, but I find as you're gaining the trust with this one mom, it just takes so long. So for me, it's just learning a system or an app that I could utilize and revamp my social media.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Sandy does exactly what you do. Okay, she's a licensed financial professional. She was doing things for free. Okay, just like you're doing things for free. When you do things for free, people do not value it. So please stop doing things for free. I know you said you want to help the children go to school without student loans, but when people pay, they pay attention. So even though your value is free, and I am also a licensed financial professional, so I also provide financial services to my clients, but I charge them upfront, right? So stop offering your services for free. The way I designed Sandy's program, so Sandy is one of my clients, you're going to host workshops. The workshops are free, but then the consultations are going to be paid. Okay, so set up a 2-week coaching program. You can use ChatGPT to come up with how this will work for you. But people will pay and then you will analyze them. I know you know what FNA is. You know what FNA is, Chrissy?
FNA? No, what's the
FNA.
abbreviation for that?
Yeah, so the financial analysis you do for people before you recommend products, financial products to them.
Oh yeah, the
So that,
financial needs analysis. I do that.
yes, exactly. So the FNA is going to be paid. That session they have with you is going to be paid. That's how you filter serious people from people who just waste your time. Because you have a good heart. You want to serve everybody. But guess what? Your bank account is suffering, right? And you don't want that. You want to help people who really want your help, who have the money to sign up to your products. Because at the end of the day, if you're recommending insurance products, you want people who have $500 in disposable income to buy universal life, if you sell universal life or whole life policies. Hopefully that helps you. But go check out actually, I'm gonna show you her because she was so good. I did I'm gonna show you on my LinkedIn. Make this bigger. Gonna go back. I did an article on her. She made $42,000 in her first year as a business owner working part-time. This is her, Sandy Osei. So I'm gonna drop this. Go read her story and happy to give you more details on how I helped her structure her program.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, Joy.
You're so welcome. Anybody else before we go?
I just wanted to say I agree with you, Joy. We have a tendency of feeling for people because of the economy. But what I found out in all my years of working is people are going to spend their money on what they find value in. And we should not determine if they can afford our services or not. Because if you're not going to give it to them and they really need it, they will find someone else.
That is so
Boom.
true.
Boom.
You are right. Yep, about that. Yes, that is true. And if they can't afford your service, then guess what? It's not for you. They don't need it.
Mm.
And you just keep it moving. Don't feel bad about it.
And
Yeah.
also sometimes if you're underpricing, they might consider it a certain way too. Someone had to tell
Yes.
me that in one of my business groups. But I did want to say, I agree also with some of what Larissa said. It depends on on what you're selling and, like you said, the high ticket item, but also who you're targeting. So I know when I sign up for something, I end up unsubscribing if I'm getting things constantly. So I think it depends on the content and then also who you're targeting in the company. Like I'll send certain emails early in the day because I know that, CEOs or founders or leadership is like burnt out or, completely in by the end of the day, So you just got to be strategic about it. Maybe once a week, depending on what your content is.
Yeah, so good. I so agree with you, Sasha. Thanks for sharing that. I have a free gift, like I mentioned, for those who show up live. Um, One sec. It's my income expansion blueprint. Gonna drop that in the chat. If you are looking for a group of women to support you, to keep you accountable, so you can take income producing action, I invite you to check out what we do here at Next Level Women. We have a 12-week mastermind, and I'm putting together a small group of women, and we're just going to focus on generating leads and closing sales. That's the focus of the mastermind. I'm going to put the program guide in the chat as well, so you can take a look and see if there's something you are interested in. If you're interested in that, just book a call with me and we'll see if you're a great fit. Gonna copy link and drop that. Any other pressing business problem we can help you solve today, because ultimately the goal is to help you get in momentum in your business so that there is no hiccups, no hold up, no obstacles to you taking action in the next coming week. So do you have any questions, like marketing questions or sales questions, you want this group to help you solve today before we go?
What have people found successful for like the social media marketing? Because the algorithms, changed. You used to have to put all these hashtags and post a certain amount every week or every day. So I don't know what it currently is or what others have found successful. If anyone has tips.
I can go first and then someone else can answer as well. So I stopped chasing the algorithm. So I am now only only using LinkedIn, and I've defined a process that is really working for me on LinkedIn. I'm not chasing the algorithm because, like you said, we can't keep track. So find a way where your offer or your post gets seen by your target audience. And the reason I love LinkedIn is because you can actually define the people you want to target, the people you want to see your post, right? So the way I do it on LinkedIn is, one, I find larger creators who serve my target audience, right? Find those larger creators, and then I comment on their post. And actually, I'm going to show you an example of that because I love sharing my screen and showing examples because it helps you to see what's possible.
Joy,
Let
do
me
you also recommend a
a
certain
certain
LinkedIn
LinkedIn.
register, like,
Sorry?
do you also recommend a certain LinkedIn, like, what do you call it? Like subscription when you sign up for like business, I forgot the name of it. Um, a business account or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. So I still have the free account. Like, you mean the Sales
Okay.
Navigator?
They have Sales Navigator, and then there's another one, but Sales Navigator, uh,
Yeah.
some of my colleagues and I, we had experience with it. I was going to try some free trial. I think it's premium or something like that.
Yes.
So I didn't know if anyone had success with that or if you need to have it to do certain things.
I have
Yeah.
premium. I've been paying for it, but I'm not using it.
Yeah.
I should be. And honestly, probably for my target audience, LinkedIn is probably the best. So I am going to try to start using it more
Okay.
than the others. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you do a service page, sometimes they're like, so and so is interested in services, and then they hide it. And I don't know if it's just a tactic to get you to sign up for premium so you can see it. You know
The
what I
only
mean?
thing that's good about it, you can see, I can see everybody that's viewed my page, So say if I do a post on headshots or something, I can see everybody that has had interest in that post. So I guess you could like email them and be like, so that's like a good thing. But again, I need to get way better at my social media presence because
I was gonna say, I have Sales Navigator. It's really good to keep organized because you can put people in groups and you can just shoot emails to certain groups because I'm dealing with clients, investors, different things. But it also is way more organized. Like on regular LinkedIn, I feel like I'm always searching for people, but you can go there and everything will be. So I would try it and see if you think you like it.
is
But it,
Sales Navigator through LinkedIn? That's yeah.
I
it's
think
not,
it's different than the business one though, because I had looked into it. It's two different subscriptions.
yeah.
But I don't know if anyone had a service page because I'll get
Yeah.
inquiries, but I don't know if they're real. I think they
No,
just want me
they're
to sign
usually
up.
not. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
usually not real unless they come in. There's a place where it says direct.
Mm-hmm.
So unless it comes in where it says direct, they're just sending you like the general pool of people who are interested in those particular services, which there's going to be a lot of people competing for that person's bid. I mean, you can try it, but it's going to be kind of like an upward thing.
Yeah. Like it's like bait.
Yes.
They reel you in. Okay. Thank you.
So good. Thank you so much, Larissa
Thank
and
you.
Natasha and Christina as well. So this is the strategy I'm using on LinkedIn. So I find larger creators who serve my target audience, and then I comment thoughtfully on their posts. So this is an example of one I did. It got 1,306 impressions, and I actually have people sending me connection requests from just this comment, saying they saw this comment and they wanted to connect. Here's another one. This one got 882. Her name is Cynthia Barnes. She posted this. I wrote a comment and I started having people reaching out. So this is a strategy I'm using on LinkedIn. And the reason I love this is because I am putting myself in front of people who actually use LinkedIn, right? Because if you were like trying to cold DM people using Sales Navigator, for example, unless you use the filter that says someone who's posted in the last 30 days, you're going to be emailing people or DMing people that don't even use LinkedIn, right? So with this strategy, because these people are active on LinkedIn, commenting on this lady's post, they see my post and then they reach out, and I know that they're actually active on LinkedIn. So that's what I would recommend, and it's really, really working for me. I'm actually teaching a class this evening on how to use LinkedIn to sign clients. Any other questions or comments?
With LinkedIn, did you have to open a new page? I'm just trying to think of when you had your, 9 to 5 job. It's like you're mixing your old boss, old coworker is seeing what you're doing, or did you start a new LinkedIn page?
That's a great question. I didn't. And I was bold, and I launched a newsletter after I went into entrepreneurship. And guess what? My boss subscribed to my newsletter. I was shocked. My boss at work. So I'm not saying for you to use the same LinkedIn. I think it's an individual thing for you to decide whether you want to use your current LinkedIn or create a new LinkedIn. But I already knew I was going to leave anyways. So I really didn't care what any of my colleagues thought or anybody else. And I just went all in. But you could consider creating a new LinkedIn if you think that will serve you better, because you want to be visible, right? So if creating a new LinkedIn will help you not be afraid of your boss, then I recommend you create a new LinkedIn.
And I think
You're
it
so
also
welcome.
depends on what you're selling, if it's different than maybe your career path. So I kept my COO and consulting work on my same page. And then the jewelry I have a separate profile for.
Yeah.
I don't do much with it, but it's still separate. Mostly
Yeah, I
company.
love that, Sasha. Yeah, I love that, Sasha. Thank you so much for sharing. I also want to say, if you're going to use LinkedIn to generate leads, I recommend you set up your profile like your landing page. So what that means is when your target audience lands on your page, they know exactly what you do, who you help, and they know the next step to take, right? Because there is no use commenting on bigger creators' posts to get people to your profile, and then your profile doesn't tell them what you do and how you help, and then the next step. By the next step, I mean either you're asking them to send you a DM to book a coffee chat, or you're asking them to download a free lead magnet to get them to your email list. So the way I have mine set up is I introduce myself, what I do in my about section, and then I have my lead magnet there for them to download. So I get people off of LinkedIn to my email list. Sasha says, will you be emailing the mastermind links? Yes. So I can send that to you via email. Yes. So yeah. All right, Sasha, I can send it to you via email. This has been amazing. Any other questions before we go? Okay, let's commit action items. So going into the new week, what are you going to do differently to move your business forward? To be more visible, to be more confident in signing clients? Because at the end of the day, the whole point is to sign clients, right? the whole point of being visible, of doing all of these things we're talking about, is to sign new clients. So let's keep you accountable. Tell us what you're going to do differently to move your business forward in this new week we're going into.
I'm going to post on LinkedIn more.
Let's go.
And I think I'm going to focus on some bigger clients and I think that's what it is I know a lot of you do a lot online. I'm very in person and it's a lot. Like that's why I can't do my social media or marketing or anything. I'm like, I can't do anything other than what it is I do, right? Which I've focused on small to medium businesses for years, and so to have a few of those bigger generating ones would be nice, I think as well, free up a little bit of time.
So good.
I'm
Anybody
gonna
else?
work
Why are you
on.
committing? Yeah, go ahead, Lynn.
I was gonna work on that go high level. It's so funny that you said it because I signed up for it about 2 months ago and have not gone in that damn thing to play around with it, and I'm paying for it every month. So I think I'm gonna take this week and really mess around in there. I know they have videos you can really look at and really see how to use it. And I do want to play around in LinkedIn a little bit. My other social media platforms, I don't manage it. Someone does that for me as far as all the posting because I don't do videos and all that extra stuff. But I would put the time in to doing the go high level. I think that would be good to learn to do and definitely more of the LinkedIn to connect with the go high level. So that's my to-do list.
Yeah, one last tip for everyone. And if you're on LinkedIn, you need to be doing this when someone, and this is why I love LinkedIn. When someone views your profile, LinkedIn notifies you. On Facebook, Instagram, TikToks, people view your profile. You don't know who's viewing your profile. So this is what I do on LinkedIn. When someone views my profile, I send them a message. I say, thank you for viewing my profile. Is there any way I can help you?
Okay.
And that turned into clients. Actually, I did a screenshot because I love showing people screenshots. Look at this message from this amazing human being. So I messaged her. I said, thank you for stopping by and looking at my profile. Please tell me how I can serve you. And she said, Joy, thanks for your response. I'm actually looking for I'm actually becoming an Ikigai executive coach. I feel a little lost on how to find and build clientele. Do you help with that? And I said, yeah, that's my superpower. Let's jump on a call. She jumps on a call. She became a client. So when someone views your profile on LinkedIn, that's gold because there was something that intrigued them to look at your profile. So message them and you're not selling them anything. They looked at your profile. So thank them for stopping by and ask them, how can I help?
Can you have more
So
than one
cool.
LinkedIn profile?
Sorry?
Can you have more than one LinkedIn profile?
Yeah, with different emails, yes.
Okay. Because that's why I haven't put my business on LinkedIn because the LinkedIn was for the career side of things, not the business side. So, okay, that helps.
Awesome.
Joy, is there a way to have automatic, like when you send out the hi, thank you for looking at my profile? Is there a way to set that up automatically on LinkedIn?
There's a way using AI tools. So you can use a tool like I've used this in the past. It's called Buzz AI. It's an automatic AI automation tool, Buzz AI. So you can set an automation to see when someone views your profile, send this email, send this message. And it does that automatically. It can also like people's profile, comment on their posts automatically. It can endorse their skills automatically, like crazy things it can do.
That's part of LinkedIn or that's separate from LinkedIn, but it will work on LinkedIn.
Yeah, so it is separate from LinkedIn, but you log into that tool, connect your LinkedIn, and it acts as if it is you. So there's a way they've set it up that LinkedIn algorithm cannot tell the difference between that tool and you.
Thank you.
Is that's some you go to the website to sign up for that? The
Yeah,
connect
it's a
to
paid
LinkedIn?
tool. It's a paid tool.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I usually don't recommend you sign up for paid tools until your business is bringing in a certain amount of money. Okay. Because these tools can be expensive. They do amazing jobs, but they can be very expensive. So a tool that does something similar like this is Expandi. Expandi, EXPANDI is a paid tool as well. That one is $99 per month. So I really don't recommend using paid tools until your business is bringing in at least consistent 10K months. That's when I recommend paid tools. Let's go crush it this week, ladies.
Thank
Let's
you.
show up with excitement.
Thank you.
Right? Excitement, joy, that's what attracts clients, right?
Yeah.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Thank
All
you.
right. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Thank you.
You
Bye.
too.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.